This is Laurel of the Dabbling Hook, and I have a note. I have my pad, and I have a note to myself to look at the camera. So I was watching over my last video, and I realized how my eye just went all over the place instead of looking at the camera or looking at you guys. So I'm gonna try. No promises. So, how's everyone? How was your Thanksgiving? Mine was, remember when I said that I was going to try to do as little as possible? Didn't quite work out that way. Come to think of it, I did so much that I forgot to put out the salad, because, you know, we're Caribbean and Latin, so there's just a lot of meat and a lot of food. So there's a whole salad tray going bad in the fridge right now. Anyway, I hope your Thanksgiving was great. I hope you get to relax. I hope you get to eat a lot. I didn't, surprisingly. Yeah, so leftovers. I prefer the food as leftovers anyway. It just tastes better that way the day after. So I hope you guys had a good time. I had the day after off. I always try to take it off because normally we do a lot of traveling. We go to my in-laws and then we go to my parents, and by the time we get home it's usually like midnight. So I usually take the day off, the day after off, but we hosted. So, and I actually ventured out. I hope you guys can hear me because I'm trying to keep all the rustling on the mic down. I actually attached it to the cord closer to the camera, so hopefully it's picking me up. What was I saying? I went out on Black Friday. Honestly, I really wasn't even thinking about Black Friday because I had an appointment around 11:30 the day after. So the day after Thanksgiving, so I decided I'll go a little early, just go around, completely not even thinking Black Friday, and figured I'd go to Kohl's to see what's there, and I still have to buy my sister-in-law's birthday presents. So I figured I'd go there and see what's going on, and I'm like finding all these great deals, not even thinking, and I go to the registers, and they have a set of registers here and one on this side, and I'm walking all happy with what I had in my hand, and I see the line, and I'm like, oh no. And I keep looking, and I keep looking, and this woman saw me, and she goes, yep, it goes all the way around. And then I turned around, looked at the other register, all the way around. I'm like, expletive, little one. And then I turned, and I saw our worker, and I'm like, would you mind if I give this all to you? So I unloaded on her and went out the door. They probably would have been in line for like half hour, and I had to get to my appointment, so there was no shopping done there. I did go to, where did I go? Afterwards, I went to, I think I went to Joann's. Did I? Michael's? I might have gone to Michael's and Joann's. But I didn't buy anything significant, so I think I may have bought like 1 or 2 skeins of yarn. I don't need anything really. So yeah, that was Thanksgiving and the day after. So let me consult my notes so I try to keep some kind of order. So Minion 1 was supposed to make an appearance, but he's actually sleeping. It is, what time is it? 5:54 on Monday, Cyber Monday. I'm not even interested in shopping. I tried online and just nothing's coming to mind. Everything comes last minute to me, so I'll do it to myself once more. But anyway, he was fine last night. This morning apparently he had stomach issues and threw up, so he didn't go to school, and he's still sleeping. He's been sleeping all day. So I took his game controllers because I know once he wakes up he'll go right on there, and that's not happening. So he'll be an unhappy camper if and when he wakes up. I'm hoping he keeps sleeping all the way through, so he'll be nice and rested for school tomorrow. But anyway, so he won't be making an appearance. I kind of forced him to just come say hi, but anyway. So what are we going to talk about? 1, we talked about Thanksgiving. 2, a little bit of other acquisitions that I got. I got my prize for the Halloween crochet along that I did, or that I participated in. I have another giveaway coming up, not quite yet. And the craft fairs that I did, I had another two back to back, and some whips and finished objects. So, and in an effort to try to keep this semi-brief. So she says, let's get started. So the first thing, ooh, excuse me. The first thing is the prize for the Halloween crochet along. I was one of the winners. Oops. Okay, phone call came in. Where was I? So, I was one of the winners of the Halloween crochet along by Undead Yarns. Oh, jeez, I'm way out of it. By the Underground Crafter, and one of the prizes was for a skein of yarn from Undead Yarns. And I thought I had picked a DK, and it just came, and it's actually a fingering weight yarn. And you guys know how I am about skinny yarn, so I don't know, man. It's so skinny. Look at that. Hold on. It's just so tiny. But the colorway is called, it's fall, y'all, and it's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 462 yards. So some other writing on here that I have no idea what that means, but this is it. It's a very muted fall color is how I would, it's showing up brighter here because of the good old art light that's on. So yeah, that is it. So God knows what I will do with that, but it's there. So that's that. Ooh, the other thing, I wanted to actually give a big thank you to everyone who has purchased from me, not just with the last pattern that released, but just in general. I know I thanked you guys last week, but the reason I'm thanking you again is because your purchases, your support of my patterns, or for my patterns, has allowed me to do blueprint for a year. And I caught it on the Cyber, I think it's either the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. So I bought a couple of classes separately, and I figured why not just go ahead and do it now that, thanks to you guys, I'll try it out for a year and see how it goes. Chances are I probably won't do it again, because I've gone through the classes online and seen what they have, and the ones that I've wanted, that I've been thinking about. With the annual subscription, you get codes to purchase 8 classes that you will keep forever. With the Blueprint annual subscription, you get access to all their classes, but only for a year. But if you have any that you purchase through this, it's yours forever. So thank you. And what does Z say? I'm not even gonna say it. She says arigato, something like that. But thank you so very much, one and all. I really do appreciate it. Okay, the other thing that I bought, I'll put in a picture. Knit picks for the week, was it leading up to Black Friday? I believe. Minion 1's coming. No, Minion 2's coming again, I think. Nope, Minion 1's up. Oh! Are you dressed? You might not want to walk in front of my video.
I'm in shorts, but that's it.
Unless you want people to see you. No? Hold on. Like I said, curmudgeon teenager. I'm negotiating. Where was I? Okay, Knit Picks. So they had their sale. I think it was a week long, and every day they had different offerings. There were patterns that were like items that were like $3. I caught it on a day where they had things offering for $1. So I bought some yarn. Fiber. I bought some yarn, not a lot. They were $1. I used the Brava Bulky to make 2 of the Moogly shawls. I think it's the Big Sky shawl and the Brown Butter shawl. I still have the Big Sky shawl, but the Brown Butter shawl sold. So I do still have Brava Bulky in my stash, but it was $1. So anyway, I bought I'll put in a picture instead of getting them. I bought 5. I think you were limited to just 5, just so one person doesn't buy it all out. You were limited to 5 of each colorway if they had it in stock. So I bought 5 of the Solstice Heather and 5 of the Burnt Umber. It's a brown color. I forget what it is. So those, they actually have a reason for them or plan for them. So we'll see. And then I bought, they had books, well, booklets on sale for $1 a piece. So most of, well, all of them are patterns for Knit Picks or by Knit Picks. I guess it was by the Knit Picks team. So they're little booklets, and I bought 5 of them. Actually, I bought 10. I bought 2 of each of the ones that I picked because I will include in, not all of them, but I will include them in any future giveaways that I did. So there's under 100, which I'm guessing, I didn't even go through these, under 100 grams of yarn will make, I wish they had a page with all of them on there. Let's see. Nope, they don't have one index page. Oh, actually, maybe they do. Of different items. So you got a couple of cowls or infinity scarves. They look pretty long to be cowls. A bluebird, boot cuffs, mittens, bag, a shawl, and what is that? A purse, and it looks like it's felted. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. So that's the crochet one. Quickly, I'm extending this. Mighty Mittens. This is another goal, as well as socks. Next year, this is a goal to do it. For some reason, the thumb, having to put the thumb on stitch holder, my brain is just mentally freezes on that. So that's the goal. And the goal, socks. But the heels scare me. I don't know why. I haven't even tried it yet, but Socktacular, that's that. And then they have 2 Knit for Everybody and Knit for Everybody 2. So I will include these depending on the giveaways that I give or I do. I will include one of these in there. So that's what I did. So these are 5, and I have 5 of them that are my own. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, he's coming again. Mom. Hi. Hold on. Mom persuasion powers. He's hiding. This is Minion 2, otherwise known as Alejandro, and he's, what's the word? Tired. What's the word? Tired. He's tired because he just woke up from sleeping literally all day long. But I wouldn't say forcibly, but not unwillingly saying hello. Put your face. What? I already say hi. Did. Say hi to Z. Z's always saying hi to Z.
I just did.
Do you hear that deep voice? Oh my God, it makes me feel so old. Okay, you may go. Thank you. Wakes up and goes to the kitchen like straight off after asking if I took his remote, his game controller stuff. Anyway, you might hear rustling because he's eating. Anyway, where the heck was I? Lost my train of thought. Okay, so that was the Knit Pick stuff and picture of everything that I bought. I'll put right here. And who's next? Whips. What am I working on? I am working on, this was supposed to be my new version of the footbridge, which I still haven't named yet, but my other color footbridge in this one, my footbridge in this color sold. Excuse me. So this is the, I think it's called Starlight is the color. This is the Fisherman with the gold tinsel, or what's it called, stellina, whatever it is, in there. So I'm halfway done with that. I started this at the craft fair, among other things, which I will talk about from yesterday. So yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on, from my Saturday craft fair, an order for a Color Waves beanie, but she wanted it all in just one color. It hasn't been finished yet. It could have been, but I don't like the gauge or the fabric that the hook sizes are giving. So the brim is made in a 5.5 millimeter, and up here is 6 millimeter, and it's just, I don't like it. So I'm gonna redo it in a 5 and a 5.5 up here, and just increase the because she wanted it a slightly looser, so I'll just increase the length of here and then do it in the other. So I gotta do that. Have I mentioned how behind I am? I think I took on way too much. My own doing. Anyway, the other thing I'm working on still, he's getting there, or she, I guess, since it's pink, but he's getting there, the giraffe. I think last time I showed it, I just had the head. The body's done. I was able to incorporate the heart from the other pattern, and the heart I do in the waistcoat stitch. So as you can see, it looks knitted, but it's much thicker here. Yeah, so I just attached these last night, the ears and that. So I just need to do the arms and the legs, or 2 legs, because they don't really have arms, do they? No. The 2 legs. I need to attach that, and it will be, I need to send a picture because I need to take it with me on Saturday's fair. So that is what I'm working on. I'm also working on the knitted hat that I showed last time. It was the 2x2 rib, and I'll put in a picture. I did take a picture while I was at yesterday's fair because I hadn't photographed it yet. That sold. I'll mention the craft fair again, like I said. But that sold. The person who I was making it for, because she hadn't told me exactly if she wanted something different, I just decided to make that. She wants the same type of hat that I made before, and she also now wants one for her husband, and she wants a headband for herself. She kept changing and adding things, and I'm like, whoa. So the headband's quick enough. I can do that in like a half hour. I told her that the husband hat will take a little longer because it's bigger. The baby hat, I think I can do in like a day, 2 days. So that's what I'll be working on. I also have a long list of things to do. So the giraffe, I also have a cream color cowl to do. I have a beanie and a messy bun beanie to do. 2 owl hats. I mentioned the Color Waves. Another friend saw the second version of the footbridge that I had posted, and she commented she wanted one. I already told her that I am like booked like 2 or 3 weeks out, so she's okay with waiting. I have to make a beanie for my nephew for Christmas because he's getting a new jacket and to go with it. And my nieces want handmade. They want handmade. So I can't say no. So I have to make 2 infinity scarves and 2 headbands. So for Christmas. Yeah. So I had to put everything on a list and put it in front of me on my desk so I remember and get myself going. Anyway, just a little bit overwhelmed, self-imposed. Okay. That's number 3. I mentioned there's going to be another giveaway. Oh, I did hear back from Regina, and Regina, your hook is in the mail. I got that in the mail today. I braved the rain to go put that in the mail. It's raining right now, and it's been so foggy today, like really, really foggy. I tried to get a picture, and I'll put it in of what it was like earlier today. So that's out. I will, if I remember, send you the tracking number in a bit. But giveaway, I am almost at 1,000 subscribers. Who would have guessed? So thank you to you guys who keep watching, and thank you to anyone who has recently subscribed. I appreciate it. I hope you find something interesting here, like I do with everybody else I watch, which is a lot of you guys, which is bad. Not bad, just bad in that sometimes I watch when I shouldn't be watching. But thank you all for coming along, for visiting, for commenting, for participating. So because I think I'm maybe about 50 away from 1,000 subscribers, I decided to do a giveaway for that. And after that, I'm gonna try, unless I have something that I have that I just want to give away, the giveaways are gonna cut down for a while because it's darn expensive. Mailing things now is just so expensive. Anyway, my little rant over. So what's gonna be in the giveaway? I'm gonna bend down. Oh, dropped one. So there is going to be this bag was from Kalisha of the Quirky Monday podcast. Is she a podcast or a craftcast? I think she's a craftcast. Kalisha. So she sent this as a giveaway the last time I ordered from her, and it also comes with this little charm. Let's see how people do this. Hold on. I'll get it, darn it. It says, oh, is it gonna focus? Of course not. Because my phone doesn't work that way. It says made with love. Anyway, so there's gonna be this bag, and I like her bag. There's her little ring holder is a ribbon. So is this, and it's removable. So you can attach things on this D-ring as well as take this off and, I don't know, use it as a keychain or whatever, but it's on a good size lobster clasp. So there's that, and along with that, there's going to be, these were, I think, in my first, what are they called? Darn Good Yarns. They always send this. So it's a pair of needles and a hook, wooden, and you guys know I don't do the wooden hooks, and definitely not the hooks. The needles, I guess I'm okay with it. I don't use it that often, but 5mm both. So it'll come with that. And the other thing that I'm giving away is, oops. So you guys may notice this. This was from Joann's, and I think I might have gotten it on a clearance or with a really good coupon. But it's the humongous tote. It's huge. It's like a beach bag size. And it comes with this little pouch that could be used totally as a project bag. So it's big enough. It's way too big for notions, but it's definitely big enough for a project bag. So, and the inside is lined with the, I don't know what you call this material, but I kind of like this because although I like the pretty linings in bags, I find that if you're putting your projects in and out a lot, the friction that the cotton rubs against the yarn gives it that halo. So I like this where it's smooth, satiny almost. And these are called Pure Honey. So again, these are from Joann's, and that will be a second giveaway. So what I'm gonna do, once I hit 1,000, I will do another video or include it in whatever video is closest to that. So I will pick 2 winners, and you can choose if you want the ginormous tote bag with the pouch that could be used as a project bag, or the project bag from Kalisha, along with this from Darn Good Yarns. So And whatever else I may or may not, depending on weight and shipping, costs ridiculous amounts of money. So stay tuned for that. Oh, what am I wearing as it falls off? So I am wearing a knitted beanie, and it is in Thick and Quick in the, what is that colorway called? There's the raisin colorway that's like almost this purple with the flecks in it, and I forget what this one was. I don't know why broccoli's coming to mind, but I'm pretty sure that's not the colorway. I don't remember it, but it's green with flecks in it. And it's just a garter stitch beanie that I did. And that is, I know it's 2 years old because it was, I did it 2 vacations ago. So it was 2016 that I made it, and it was actually made in Lincoln, New Hampshire, near Loon Mountains, if anybody's familiar with that, skiing, but we go in the summer, so no skiing. Me and cold. And I get the squeaky chair. And the other thing I'm wearing, just to keep out the chill, I cannot talk today, is the Southern Diamonds shawl by Kathy Lashley of Elk Studio Design. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. So, and it's made in, I think I've shown this before early on, it's made out of Knit Picks, what's their cotton yarn? Is it comfy? I don't remember, but it's the cotton, where's the cotton blend? Whatever it is, it's mostly cotton or all cotton, but I love these colors. And I wasn't a big fan of purple, but it's what I had still in my stash, and I just threw them together, and I love it. Love it. So it was chilly enough that I threw it on. All right, finished objects. So, oh, I didn't bring it in, and I don't think I even took a picture of. So I had mentioned last time that Randy had, she, in one of her last videos, she had made the octopus with the little jingle bells on it, and I love that idea so much that I said to her, I'm gonna borrow your idea, and she was okay with that. And it's in the garage, in the bin. I made one for the craft fair, but toys weren't hot on the look list the last 2 craft fairs, so I still have it, and it's in the garage, but I forgot to grab it. But the other things that I finished, lots of headbands between yesterday and Saturday. No, these were all yesterday, actually, at the Disastrous Craft Fair, which I will talk about. So, I had some leftover. This is, I love this colorway from, I don't know if you can see it. I think this is the wheat colorway from the Thick and Quick. For some reason, it always reminds me of like a fox. I think it would make a great color for a fox. Where you usually see the white on the fox, I think this would be great. So this is the Kalina headband, but I always do something different in the middle here. Bye. His belly's full, so he should be happy. The other thing I did, I had a little bit left again of the, I think this is the gray marble. Not sure. But there's that one. I noticed yesterday that my headband stock has gone down pretty low without even realizing it. And then this one is 2 colorways, and I did this before in the Fisherman and the Starlight colorway. The sparkly one and the regular Fisherman. So I had a little bit of each. So below is just the, I don't think this is the cranberry colorway. I don't remember. But this one has the sparkle on top, and I think it looks awesome, and I like that idea. I wanted to make a, I have smaller balls of Thick and Quick, and I was contemplating doing just a scrappy one to see how it turned out. I do have a scrappy one of my own, but I think I used like double worsted to do that one. And it's from like a year ago or so. And then I had a little bit of this Sequoia colorway. I think it's Sequoia colorway. So I was able to get, I'd started a project and I had stopped about this much into it. So last night I just made 2 of these. So that's finished objects. Ooh, something's making my eye itch. So the other thing I finished Saturday night after my first craft fair. Quite a few of my hats had sold, so I had to make one. So this is the new yet unnamed beanie with my faux fur, the ginormous one. And I think that's what pulled in. The girl said she loved the beanie, but this pulled her in too, the big faux fur pom-pom. So that I'm going to, I have one tester, so if anyone again would like to help me out and test this, I would greatly appreciate it. I think I have one, maybe two, definitely one that I need to send it out to either tonight or tomorrow. So that's that. I also made a few 2-button cowls. I don't have any here because they're all packed away. Actually, I just posted a picture on Instagram of 2 of them, and one is already sold. So I will pop in the pictures here. If I took a picture of it. There's a gray one that I made the night before. It sold at the fair, and I never got a chance to photograph it, so. Okay. I believe that is it for content. Finished items content anyway. Alright, so craft fairs. My craft fair on Saturday, it was the second time I've been there. Last year it turned out great. This year it wasn't as busy, and that seems to be a theme at all the craft fairs this year. It wasn't as busy as last year, but oh, I had a sneeze. All that fiber is getting up my nose. So it wasn't as busy, but it was still okay. It's one of the ones right now that's one of my better ones. The people are nice. I did get, though, another bit of scrutinization from quite a few people. A mixed bag this time, not just the older people. A mixed bag. A lot of people who came by were either crocheters or knitters. More crocheters this time than knitters. One woman, she just moved here not that long ago, I think from Texas. So she was all chatty and everything. She picked up one of the knitted beanies and was trying to figure out what the stitch is, and it's one of the bamboo stitch beanies that I have. But yeah, there was a lot of scrutinization. And one of the things that I keep getting is, oh, it's so soft. Like, so what do you guys see out there at craft fairs for yarny makes? Or what do people make their things out of? For me, it has to be soft. I mean, no questions about it. I love Red Heart. Don't get me wrong, I love Red Heart, but I can't see myself making a clothing item out of it because my skin is too sensitive for that. Like, even right now, this mostly acrylic, little bit of wool beanie, when it's on my skin for a little too long, I gotta move it. So things have to be soft and not itchy and all that. I think Red Heart is awesome for toys, which I use a lot in my toys, mostly. But for some reason, everyone thinks that everything that's made, especially I guess if it's handmade, they must think that it's all itchy. So many people were just literally walking by with their hand on everything. Oh, it's so soft. I find that really odd because it gets me wondering, what do they see out there? Like, what are they touching out there that they're always commenting on that? So, one, it's interesting, but I take it as a compliment. So, so Saturday's fair went well. The woman who was next to me, excuse me, we both, I guess, asked for our same spots, and she was there last year. She remembered me, but goodness, did she complain this time around. Wow. It's like the whole day, oh, it's not as good, this and that, and like, yeah, you're gonna, you know, compare last year's to this year or the last fair to this fair, but complaining the whole time and saying she's gonna come back. I'm betting she comes back the next year. But she was nice enough, but at some point it was like, all right, already, you know, this one was not anything on the organizers. It was well organized. You had helpers, which is such a plus. You know, all through there was food there for a purchase, but there was food there. You know, they came around. I even mostly my fares are credit card sales, and the last few, a lot of people have been paying with cash. So I thought I was going to run out of my change, and I just asked her would she happen to be able to make some change for me, and like that they had it. It was awesome. It's one of the well-run ones, and the fairgoers are very nice. Now, Sunday. Excuse me, more fluff. Sunday. Now, my fault for doing back-to-back shows and for doing more than one back-to-back show. And I didn't do my research, and I was just trying to fill up from missing out on October. So I didn't really check to see if it was the first time, and she said it was for it was a fundraiser type of thing for scholarship. And there was a volleyball event, and I've been to one where they had other events before, and it's worked out. Oh my God. This woman should never do another craft fair. There was no like follow-up emails to tell you that, okay, we're getting close, it's a week, you know, this is what to do. Not. She sends the email 8:32 the night before, and the first line is, oh, I've been laid up with sciatica, blah, blah, blah. I so don't believe that. If you saw her, no. It was just so poorly run. Usually I don't.
Play the video for a second.
Well, you're already on it. Oh, he's wearing a headband. I made him too.
I wear this more than you think.
I know you wear it. He wears it gaming a lot, so I can't complain. 1 second, please.
My controller's back.
Anyway. Cold tea. Showed I was drinking Tazo, and I've picked up Setta's trick. I got because I like lemon in my tea, but I don't like buying a lemon because half of it always goes to waste. So I got the little lemon crystals, and because I love this tea, but I love the spiciness of this tea, but after a cup of it I get heartburn. I've been I put lemon in it, and it makes it it gives it a little refreshing taste, and so far the heartburn hasn't happened. So it's yum. It's even good cold. Anyway, I was saying about this disastrous craft fair. So I get there after just getting the email at night, and it said second floor, but it didn't dawn on me until I got there. I'm like, who has a craft fair on the second floor? And it was at the school, at a college, and I'm driving. There was no direction of where to go, really. There was no signage whatsoever anywhere. Usually when you go into a craft fair, along the way you see the little stakes that in the ground. Nothing. Drive around. If I happened to see someone unloading, and if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have known where to go. And so I asked the woman, and she's like, yeah, it's not so bad. There's an elevator to get things in, but I had to unload from my car to inside, and then make 3 trips up to get my stuff in. When I got upstairs the first time, could barely find her. Found her in the room. There were 2 rooms, one if you rented a table, and the other one if you had your own table. She was there still putting things up, and it was quiet. Really quiet. So she said it's a volleyball tryouts, and there's supposed to be, you know, traffic from the parents and everything. Turns out there were hardly any parents who came. We didn't see her after everything we got set up. She basically disappeared, and her daughter was running back and forth, and I think she used her daughter as a foil. There were no signs anywhere inside to even let you know that there was a craft fair going on. Her daughter ended up writing a poster, vendor fair, with 2 arrows pointing towards each room. And her daughter was the one who kept running back and forth. Her husband, I guess, was there helping. She was not nice to him either at the end. the vendors who were there complaining. There were 2 of them who were there from, she had a show on the 10th and then this was on the 25th. There were 2 who did it on the 10th and still came back. And one of them was saying, oh, it gets your name out there. And I'm like, to whom? There's nobody here. To the other vendors? What do we care? And one of the other women said that the previous fair, she only sold 2 things and it was towards the end. So we're all, you know, waiting when the parents are picking kids up at the end. Nothing. It was so awful. I got 3 headbands done. I was working on the beanie, and there was something else I was working on while I was there as well, just to keep my mind occupied. And I was going to break down, but you know, a couple of them said, yeah, people didn't show up till towards the end, so we stayed. I think I was the only one who made my table fee back, thank God, because I got two spots, and that was $50. And I sold 2 items. I made $55. So there was $5 profit for my 5 hours, because we broke down about a half hour early. Yeah, it was on me for not doing my research, but this woman is just absolutely horrible. A couple of the vendors were so not happy with her. A couple of them went to talk to her wanting their money back, and she's like, well, send me an email and I'll think about it. And I'm like, you know what, if it's really for scholarship, fine. I don't even want to deal with her. She's been blackballed, she's been deleted from my email, and I'm gonna figure out if I can block her, so if she sends anything else, I never get to see it. It was just so poorly run. It was just, she wasn't there. And once the vendors spoke to her, she like disappeared. You couldn't find her. I think she was in hiding because she didn't want to deal with it. She was just awful, awful, awful. And at the end, while I was bringing my stuff down, her husband said to her, okay, we have to get the tables and benches back. He said, I'm not doing that. I had to take everything out myself. Basically, she wasn't going to clean up after herself. So one of the vendors put up a post in one of the Facebook groups that deals with the craft fairs to ask what people thought who attended, or vendors thought who attended. But basically, I think she's going to get pretty much lambasted. So that was Sunday. I will not, unless it's something really reputable, I will not be doing back-to-backs anymore. No more first times. So, lesson learned. That was my weekend. Saturday was great. Sunday, not even close. But, you know, I'll chalk it up to experiences and leave it at that. I need to finish this. It's like, finish up already. I need arms or legs. So I gotta do that. I think I'll put a little smile on him, her. She looks so sad. That is all. That's where I am. What are you gonna do? I need to get my act together and get my things done. It's raining. I said that already. That's all. Thank you guys for watching, for visiting. I will definitely talk to you guys later, and I will talk about the 1,000 subscriber giveaway when and if I get closer to that. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.